Hello buddy, welcome back to another episode of Just Said I'm playing Dark Souls 3, the weapon playthroughs. We're almost there, people. We're almost fucking there. Today I'm gonna go and start off with Great Hammers. Last time I was playing with, I think, I'm gonna grab my paper, because I don't remember. Reapers, right, of course. How could I even forget about this? Today I'm gonna be starting off with Hammers. The character I'm going to be making is based on another character from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 because I could not think of anybody else, so I decided to choose Godfrey. Wait, how do you write Godfrey again? Is that how you write? That's Godfrey. Godfrey? Godfrey? Excuse me for a moment while I very unprofessionally look up how to write your name. God and then Frey. Not Faye. Frey. There you go. Definitely one of the worst blades in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But I don't care. I really like his design, so that's the reason why I'm going for him. And I also could not think of anybody else anyway, so... Let's go and load my favorites. It's not anything too remarkable. Because I'm tired of changing... the way that they look. Or like, I'm just tired of wasting so much. Well, maybe not particularly wasting. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't feel the need to change somebody's face. Alright, so the stats that I'm going to need are a little bit ridiculous. I'm going to need 60 strength. I'm going to need 30 faith. Which is stupid. And then I'm gonna need like 10 intelligence and 13 dexterity also. But it's the 60 strength and the freaking... 30 faith, which is gonna be an issue. So, what class am I gonna be starting off with? I'm thinking either a knight or a warrior, since I'm going to need so much strength. Let's see, I don't want to see any... Well, I guess I could go for a knight. Oh wait, I'm supposed to use hammers though. I'm gonna need faith also. So strength... summon. Yes. He does have a lot of attunement, which I don't give a single crap about. And I really want to be careful with my levels in this playthrough, so... Maybe I should go for the warrior. The warrior or the mage? I think this is the... Yeah. I'm not going to be starting off with a normal hammer at that point. I guess I could also technically start off deprived. Because then I'm also technically using a hammer. This is gonna bite me in the ass because I hate using the club, but fuck it. Let us begin as deprived, because that way I can perfectly choose where I'm gonna put my stats in, instead of having to deal with the prerequisite stats of the class that I choose. Even though I feel like deprived is not as fun in this game as it is in Dark Souls 2. I feel like it's a lot better in Dark Souls 2 than in this game. Because in Dark Souls 2 you start with lower stats. Well, right now you just start with 10 everywhere. And in Dark Souls 2 I think it's 6 in every stat maybe? So I can use stuff like daggers, but that's it. Let me go and get rid of you. Right, so I am gonna have to run all the way to the Undead Settlement. Actually pretty dang deep into the Undead Settlement before I'm gonna be able to obtain my first Great Hammer. I think it's the large club, that one. Aside from that, there are... I wouldn't say there's a lot of hammers that you can just like pick up and fully upgrade. I'm sorry, great hammers. You have the large club, which is the first one I'm probably going to be obtaining. Then you have the great club, which is found in the Crucifixion Woods from like the two fat bros. Somewhere around there. And then you have... What's the other one? Then you have... You can get Morn's Great Hammer, which requires just 30 faith, so I'm probably not ever going to be using that because I'm probably going to wait a little bit with my faith leveling up. And what else do I need? Like, what else can I just grab? After I've defeated the Cursed or the Greatwood, I can technically go and get Vord's Great Hammer, which is, I think, a pretty decent weapon. We also have the old Demon King's Great Hammer, which is another weapon I could go and get. Like, without having to farm, by the way, that's what I'm trying to say. Aside from that, I think one of the best Great Hammers in the game, like the Great Mace or whatever, is a rare drop from Cathedral Knights. You have stuff like the Spiked Mace from the Evangelists. The Gargoyle Hammer. Which I don't think is that amazing, but... it's still a weapon I'm gonna collect. And I think that's it, actually. Oh my good lord, I'm naked. I forgot for a second that I'm naked. Which means I take a metric crapload of damage. But I do kind of want to kill this guy, because... Titanite scales are precious. Well, a little bit in any case. And I might actually be using the... like, Vortex Great Hammer relatively early in the game. And then it would be pretty nice if I could upgrade that weapon. And I also just like killing this lizard. It gives me... you know what, I've noticed, like, whenever I do my normal run, I have, like, a certain amount of souls, and then the first level up, I can always just dump everything into, like, everything that I have into HP and get enough HP to not have to care about take damage too much. At least to the point I don't get, like, 2-shot or 1-shot or whatever. And that's, in my opinion, the most important part. I can deal with, like, if a boss or an enemy kills me in 3 hits, I can deal with that, because usually, usually when you get stunned, you only get hit twice, and then you can just roll away. While, if you cannot take those 2 hits, you're usually just dead when you get hit, which is not fun. Well, people, if you ever wanted to see Godfrey half naked, there you go. God damn you, you piece of shit. Alley-oop. Nice suit. Gunner's gonna be a pain in the ass. I just noticed. Maybe I should go and heal up at the bonfire before I go and deal with Gundyr. Ow, that's a lot of damage. Oh wait, I'm using the crappiest shield in the game. Wait, 41 blocking power. Physical blocking power? Yeah, sure. Blocking power. Let me go use the skill, because why not? At what other time am I ever going to use a skill like that? There we go. Well, you know what? If I die to Gundyr, I'm going to run back there anyway, so who cares? You've got to be kidding me. Proceeds to run straight into the enemy. Now I have 1 Estus. And I'm also naked. And I'm also using a pretty crappy weapon. Perfect. This is the way that Dark Souls is meant to be played. Alright, give me your sword. Strong attack, please. Pretty crappy strong attack. Hello, friend. Are you ready for the club? There we go, some counter damage. Or critical damage. I'm not sure if it's... I think it's critical. No, actually no, it's not critical damage. I think it's critical damage once you actually perform a crit. Or like a riposte. But I'm not sure. I just call it counter damage because it makes the same sound as when you counter somebody. For the people that don't know what countering is in Dark Souls 3, it's when you hit the enemy before, like at a very specific time when they attack. Then you do extra damage and you have that sound. Also play. At least, I think that is a thing. Not 100% sure about these things because I don't think I've ever decided to research it. It's more just like personal experience than actual fact. Or I don't know how to explain it. It is stuff that I think is the way that it is. Never decided to look it up because I'm too lazy. I also kind of like figuring out stuff in the game myself. Like learning some mechanics or whatever. That's the end of my commentary. Well, not really. I don't need to always talk. Get out of here. Get assed, fool. Whiff. You know, the club isn't as bad as I remember it being. The thing is, like, after the what's it again? The spear playthrough, every single weapon feels good compared to the spear. Like, I can deal with every single weapon type except for the spear. Well, I can also deal with that one, but it's just like, ugh. It feels ridiculously sluggish and doesn't do jack shit from damage or poise damage. It does nothing, basically. The only thing I have is more range, which is not particularly useful in this game. Or at least not for me. Not for the way that I play Dark Souls. Okay, go and walk up. Do a strong attack. Right in the arsenal, yes. Alright, I do want to buy some armor, I think. I also need 22 strength by the time that I reach the by the time I reach my weapon, because otherwise I won't be able to use it. Well, actually no, I can two-hand it technically. But it's handier if I can switch between one-handed and two-handed. I'm probably not going to be using shields in this playthrough since I'm going to be two-handing this weapon. Like, I'm going to be using strength weapons, which means two-handing. As is I want, no. Let me first go and get the Estus Flask Shard. My Estus! I love that. I love saying it like that. I actually very much like the little things that I came up with in all these playthroughs. Stuff like my Estus and some other crap. I love it. Whoopsie. Once again, it feels very weird to do this all of a sudden, which I haven't had before this. I think my control stick is probably... Like, I've been using this controller for quite some time, so I have a tiny feeling that this control stick is... Or just this controller in general is probably gonna make himself... let's see. He's probably gonna show his issues. Like his age. There we go. Jesus. Alright. You. Let's go and grab my ring. I'm gonna have to level up so much in this game. Like, I'm gonna have to... I'm sorry, but I want to stress on this. So, I'm gonna need 90 levels in... Or, well, actually, right now it's not gonna be 90 anymore because I have 10 in everything, so it's gonna be 20 and then 50. So I'm still gonna need... Wait, what? Does that make sense? Yeah, 50 and 20. Yeah, I'm still gonna need 70. I'm still gonna need 70 freaking levels in strength and faith. Which is interesting. Well, I guess I could technically get a rings that would increase my stats, but I don't really want to do that. Okay, I want to buy a torch before I forget about it, and I would also like to buy some chain armor. Just like in general chain armor. I don't care if I use some souls for this. I would like some armor, because otherwise I'm gonna get a little bit fucked. Which I don't want. I guess I can deal without... Like, I don't need the helmet. But I do want some armor. That is another issue about starting off deprived. The fact that you have no armor. And the first set of armor you can get is... I think in the Undead Settlement. the same place where I can get my first weapon. Here comes the interesting part, because... What in the living shit am I going to do with my stats? Because I kind of want to have... You know what? I think I'm going to put my first couple of levels into HP. Just because I know that if I don't do it, I'm going to get fucked. Well, fuck. Everything is just going to suck, and I don't want everything to suck too hard. Only a little bit. In the end, I can also go over to Rosaria eventually. If I reach... Like, when I reach the... Cathedral of the Deep, I can go to Rosaria and reallocate my attributes. If that is absolutely necessary. But I'm gonna... Normally that's not gonna be necessary though. In the next couple of levels I'm just gonna dump everything into strength. And when you think about it, I'm also gonna have to, like, since I'm using great hammers, I'm probably also gonna have to have like quite a sizable amount of endurance and vitality to not be encumbered. So yeah. This playthrough is gonna be fun. I also forgot to level up my Estus. And a lot my Estus. I was wondering, like, why do I only have 3 Estus? But then he realized that he made a grave mistake. Well, it's not super... It's not super bad, but it is kind of shitty. You know what? I'm never gonna use this shield. This shield is stupid. There we go. I was really hoping to get some deserter armor. Maybe I could have just continued playing naked. Nah, who cares? Who bloody cares? If absolutely necessary, I can always grind souls. If at the end of the game I don't have the stats that I need, I'm just gonna grind souls. It's either that or sell my entire inventory of possessions. That's another thing I can do. But I don't think it's gonna be worth it at that point. Oh, the only thing that's gonna be worth it at that point are the boss souls or whatever. They're gonna give me quite a sizable amount of souls, but other than that. Let me just go in. No? I guess I technically could have kicked, yes. But I did not want to. Alright, let's go and run. Run like crazy! See ya. Watch the people burn behind me. And hopefully die. At least some of them. There we go. I'm probably gonna be using a great club for a long ass time. Or large club. I don't know, I think the great club is better. Wait, right, I looked this up before. The normal club, I'm sorry, the normal large club requires 22 strength, I think, or 20 strength. While the large one requires 28. It does do more damage. It's probably also going to be heavier and all that jazz. It's just going to be a bigger weapon in general. I'm not sure if it's going to be better. It's probably going to be better for strength scaling though. But I'm not 100% sure about that. There we go. I just noticed that I cannot parry the Lothric Knight, which can be a little bit shitty. Oh well, I missed. Well, yeah, the club is not particularly known for its range. No sign of avarice. I only fight him for the souls anyway, so... Getting a lucky sign of avarice doesn't really matter too much anymore for me. Oi! Get over here! Get clubbed, fool! Your shield ain't gonna do shit! Well, it does do something, but... It's definitely not gonna protect you. Alright, you're gonna do that. I missed. There you go. I probably want to go back and get my Estus sorted out though. Especially for the next part, because if I get my Estus sorted out, I can take care of Vort without needing to return back to Firelink. So let me go and do that now! And also level up, probably, because I'm so low leveled to the point that I can spend a lot of souls. I'm sorry, I can level up a lot with not a lot of souls. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. Alright, Andre the Smith. That's everything, right? Okay. Pretty be careful. I want to see my work getting squandered. Speak thine desire. More HP. Let's go and get some strength going. I can feel the strength. Time for... Oh, are you kidding me? You know what, people? You know what? I have never... No, shut up, please. Thank you. Suppose. You know what? I'm actually gonna... I'm gonna rate this one poor. Yes, I will disparage it. I don't think I've ever done that, but I don't like those kinds of jokes. They're not funny. Not too funny now. It's only recently I feel like I've been a bit that I don't like the sexual humor too much. But it depends, man. You can hint towards it a little bit, but some people also go like too far with it, and then it's just distasteful. If I can call it anything. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I know. Actually, no. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I am talking about something that I feel like. Wait. I don't even know how to explain this. Yeah, I don't know. You get to figure it out yourself. What I'm trying to say, because I'm stupid. Well, not really, though. English is just not my birth language, and it makes explaining things the most difficult thing ever. Like, just having normal conversations, sure. But actually explaining stuff in English is the worst. I'm really hoping that guy's not gonna fall to the floor again. Because that would be quite a shitty situation. Ah, one shot. Yeah, bloody one shot. I'm just gonna ignore that dude and I want to see what he's gonna do. I want to see if he's gonna backstab me in some kind of a way. You gotta be fucking... Why? Hello, friend. How am I gonna... Excuse me for a moment. Question. Really? Is he gonna attack me? You okay, buddy? I would say that's a definite no. Are you kidding me? Ah. Oh boy. Yeet. Can I? It's actually kind of annoying that he's like constantly going up and down. Are you kidding me? Well, actually, thank you. I take it that was unintentional, but in my opinion, it was pretty freaking awesome. Oh, his item is up there. That's probably Titanite. Well, that was an experience. How many, like, why? This has not happened to me. Well, it has happened to me in not the last playthrough, but a playthrough before that. When I was using halberds, but it still makes no fucking sense why this happens. Because it did not happen before. I am running low on fire bombs now, though. No, that was a pretty good shot. Nice. Oh, I keep forgetting those ones don't blow up. Right, let me go and throw a firebomb at that guy's face. Ran out of juice. Ran out of juice! Really? Oh, yep. Can you... There we go. Maybe I should have just punched him. Bonk. There we go. Alright, so let's go and grab this shield, because being able to block stuff like the doggos is pretty dang good. Aside from that, I don't really need shields, but being able to block like small annoying attacks from, for instance, like Steve enemies and dogs and all that jazz is very handy. There are certain attacks that are just good to block against. These guys also have like a stab attack when if you block against it, then you can just retaliate him. Get over here, buddy. Alley-oop. That's such a slow attack. Not particularly my favorite type of attack. I missed. I did not expect I was gonna hit. There we go. Selkie. So I can get the grey rat out of his bloody cell. We go and drop down, do a plunging attack. Let's go and heal up. And time for the Winged Knight. The Winged Knights. With some pretty craptacular damage output. I guess I could technically use a different weapon, yes. But I'm not in the mood for that. You know what? I don't need my shield for this battle. I don't block against him anyway, so. I guess I could have technically used Warcry and maybe done some more damage, but then strong attacks become very shitty. But I just become slow, which is shitty. In my humble opinion, of course. That's a thing that you should definitely remember about my videos. Like, take everything that I say with a grain of salt. Or at least a lot of it. Alright, it's enemies like this, for instance. Enemies that attack very fast but have very weak attacks. They're, against those enemies, shields can be very good. As I wait for the elevator to rise me up. Two Estus. I'm probably gonna get some Estus back from the Lothric Knights there. So I think I'll just continue. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's like April, begin April right now. And it's snowing. While last week, it was, yeah. The temperature was over 20 degrees Celsius, which is pretty dang... It's just pretty dang decent. And now it's like 6 degrees or something and it's freaking snowing. This makes sense. It's nothing worrying or whatever, but it is very weird. Switching between some pretty hot temperatures and then going back to cold. Alright, so we go casually. Yeah, fuck you. I'm just gonna bait out your freaking shield attacking. Attack normally, I don't need to backstab you. Really? You then getting ready for an this dude gets ready for an attack and then decides to be like, yeah, no. If you decide to do an attack, then you'd better go through with it. Don't have anything to parry with, so I will just club him to death. Because I am a caveman and I will club everything to death. I just realized something. I probably should use Fort's Great Hammer. Just to get my cosplay shenanigans going. Since I am technically an Ice Blade, Ice Element, so... I guess I could do that. I'm probably not going to do it though. Well, I think I'm going to use it. I'm probably going to level it up to see how good it is. But I'm not sure if it's going to be... Well, I think of all of the... Like, of a lot of the boss weapons, I think Vort's Great Hammer is one of the easier ones to use because it doesn't scale with stuff like Intelligence or Faith or any of those kind of useless stats to physical build. Enemies like these, with their spears, are also pretty dang good to block against. Basically anything that is thrusting attacks is gonna be good to block against. It's either that or daggers. Like. Alright, let's go and buff my weapon. Two-hand my club. And let's go and fight Vort of the Boreal Valley. It's a nice great hammer you have there. Would be a shame if something were to happen to it. It's gonna take some time before I can get it there. Well, it's gonna be at around to the same time that I get the large club, so... And I will technically be able to level it up at least once, so... Ho, 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 ho. Absolutely love this song. It's so good. If only Vort would survive longer, then I would have been able to hear more of it. There we go. I have this written down over here. Wait. I was thinking about which weapons... I'm sorry, which armor I was going to wear again. But most of the armor that I'm going to have this character wear is going to be like endgame armor, so... I guess I'll just wear whatever the hell I want to. The chain armor is quite surprisingly like a pretty freaking good armor set. Like, it doesn't look very good, but defensively it's a pretty good armor set. Let me go and sell one of these bars so I can level up once more. So I can get my 22 strength that I'm gonna need, or at least I think it's 22 strength. I can go and level up my my Gestus. There we go. Alright people, that's gonna be it. I hope you enjoyed this episode of just us playing Dark Souls 3, the weapon playthroughs. And next episode we're gonna go and deal with the Unknown Settlement, and we're finally gonna be able to get our Great Club. Goodbye.